Welcome back to The Real South Africa, your premium tourism company here to South Africa. We hosted Phil Scott and his group, and we had an opportunity to chat with a couple, so check it out. All right, guys, we got this couple here from America. They're
Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee. They consider themselves separatists because they will not hang out with the group. They are just on their own.
Anything that comes out of Mr. Blanton's mouth.
I like that. Cool. So, Johannesburg or Durban?
Joburg.
Joburg?
Joburg for the ambiance, but Durban for the experience.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you can have both.
Yeah, which we did. We had both.
Yeah.
But I think Joburg. I like Joburg.
Okay.
For right now, because we're not assimilated as much as
Of
the
course.
Blantons are.
Yeah, of course. But you'll get there.
Yeah.
Now you know it's here.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay. And ma'am, what do you think? Talk to me.
I'm gonna say I like it here.
Okay. So we got a touring house here.
Yeah.
We got a touring house.
No, I like Joburg. I do. I don't know. There's something here. I like it here.
Yeah. You can feel it.
Yes.
So look, give them a backstory because she's from Guyana, South Africa.
Oh, South America.
My bad. South America.
Yeah.
So she sees a few similarities as far as growing up. So.
Tell people about Guyana.
But
Tell them, because a lot of people don't know. There's a whole black nation down there that nobody knows about.
There is, and then you've got the blacks and Indians.
Yeah.
So that's the mixture there. Of course, the blacks are on top there, Indians, and there's always a clash of the cultures.
Of course.
Same thing everywhere.
Yeah.
But I haven't been there. I've left there since I was 10 or 12, so
Yeah.
40 plus years since I've been out of there. So
Yeah.
things have changed.
But you're still from there?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course. But I would sometimes maybe like to go back and visit.
Yeah.
I'm good for that.
Okay.
Enjoying this, soaking all this in.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You guys will go home and y'all talk about it more.
Yes.
I know y'all probably late. I know y'all laying in bed just talking about it.
These things that we see on TV, propaganda. Let's put it that way.
No, wait a
I was
minute.
texting with my sister.
Wait a minute. This what are you talking about?
The stuff we're being fed. So I was texting with my sister. She said, I was telling her about the foods and things like that. I said, it's got everything like America, all the fast food joints and things like that. The highways are all the same. And she's like, well, did you see any fruits that you recognize like from Guyana and stuff? I said, it's got all the stuff the United States has. The fruits are all the same. Bananas, all this and that. And she's like, oh, interesting.
So she was.
So it's that thing that we're getting on our heads that it's different over here. There's nothing here. It's the things we're being fed until you come and see. And you're like, whoa, whoa. That's how we felt too.
Yeah.
Like wow, it's all here.
Yeah.
They don't even have to leave. And I know why they're leaving because of the money situation and stuff like that. But I'm like, why? It's all here. They have it all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're thinking that there's more somewhere else, then you want to go. But reality is everything is already here.
Right.
Yeah. So, and that's why we're here.
It's a narrative that, you're being fed and, what they show us on TV.
Yeah.
So it's everywhere.
Okay.
Until you come and experience, you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know.
So the only way you get experience is have experience.
Yes.
You gotta live it.
Yeah.
So
we only lived it for
a short time.
A short time. I mean, it's an eye-opening experience. We didn't call it a vacation. We called it an experience.
Yeah.
So it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but overall, as far as the trip is concerned, what we did and whatnot, was it okay?
You guys nailed it.
Was it okay?
Yes.
No, it was beyond okay. You guys nailed it. I mean,
you kept us busy every day. If you wanted to not do something, that's on you.
Yeah, it's on you.
You guys kept everything going.
Yeah.
We were tired. We slept.
Yeah.
Like it was that good. Like,
what we told the kids, we need a vacation from our vacation.
Yeah, you guys did. Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. We
Food
tried.
was excellent.
Oh yeah, the food was okay, was it?
Yes.
Can you eat it? It was okay?
Yes.
Okay, was it fresh enough?
Oh my gosh, food is good. No no issues with food.
Yeah.
It was very, very good.
Okay.
We didn't. What fast food did we try? We tried
All of fast food.
Nando's, but I've had that in Virginia Beach. He
Yeah.
never tried it. So
Okay.
He came and he was like, I gotta try Nando's. So
Yeah.
we tried it. But
The
that's
fish and chips was the best.
You like the fish and chips, huh?
Yeah,
chips was-
Yeah.
The mall.
It was the best.
Yeah.
It
It's
was
called
the-
hake. That's the
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, I know.
And I asked the guy, I said, "What is this fish here?" But it whatever it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was very
It wasn't trout. It wasn't whiting. It wasn't. It's hake. Yeah.
And I'm gonna try winters out at Johannesburg before I leave.
Yeah.
Just to try it out.
Yeah, you gonna have. Yeah, you gotta do that. Okay. So I'm assuming that you would say to people who are kind of like on the fence to go ahead and come to check it out.
Yes,
Okay.
most definitely.
Okay. And do you think we can handle that for them? Yeah, it's
I don't
struggling.
know. I don't know.
You think so?
I don't know if the real South African can handle large groups of people like they did this.
I know, right?
And everybody has an individual experience.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the big thing right there. Everybody had an individual experience, even though we were in a group.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah.
And then I see you got a little black label going on here.
To your people that's out there, if Mark puts this on YouTube, make sure you try the black label. It is excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very smooth beer.
Very, very, very
But it
smooth.
will kick you in the butt though.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. Is there anything else y'all want to add to the role? Because you guys have been here for a little while.
Just come. You have
Yeah.
to come. We can't explain it or say it any better.
Yeah.
You just have to come.
Yeah.
And just do it yourself.
Yeah. When people, we have people, they're at home and they want to know every little tick and like, am I going to meet people? Am I going to this? A lot of it's up to you.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of it's up to you. If you want to meet people, you can meet people.
Yes.
It's up to you.
Tommy. We call it Tommy.
He is
Yeah.
the star of this entire trip.
Oh, he's been
Tommy?
yeah.
That guy is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
That guy's awesome. He has a preacher's voice, but he's Richard Pryor human.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You should make him a part of your tour for everybody who comes over.
Yeah, we do what we can.
Yeah.
We do. We got guys everywhere all throughout the country. So whatever tour you do, because a lot of times we do private tours. Most of the tours are private. So if y'all guys came by yourselves, then y'all would have a private this and a private that. Yeah. But we got good people and we vet them. I vet everybody. So and you don't get to get they don't get to get close to you guys unless they're sorted. So
Tom is the cream of the crop.
yeah.
But I just want to close out by saying thank you for making our 33rd anniversary
Oh, that's what it was. Oh, you were the two.
memorable.
No, I heard about it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, this was our 33rd anniversary gift to each other. So yeah, and we enjoyed every bit of it. So yeah,
Excellent. Now, y'all been on other vacations before, right?
yeah.
Okay.
We went on a cruise in
We just went on a
September.
cruise last year.
Okay.
Traveled to Thailand next year.
Okay. How does this compare to those other vacations, if you don't mind me
So I
asking?
asked my wife that too.
That's a
I
good
said,
question.
So, which one do you like best? Do you like South Africa or did you like the cruise? She said you can't compare them because they're two different things.
Mm-hmm.
One's on a ship where everything is controlled, and even though things were kind of controlled here, you still got to go out and
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
do you know? So, but they're different.
Yeah.
But this one right here will remain in our memories for a lot longer than the cruise will.
Yeah.
You know, because we got to live through culture.
Yeah.
That was the big thing right there.
Cool.
So, what do you think, babe?
You're absolutely correct.
You got to live to see culture.
Cruising is, you don't get to see as much.
Yeah.
You've got the ocean, yes, you dock. When you come into those ports, you don't really get to experience the country.
Yeah, you did like 2 hours
It's
maybe.
quick. It's a
Yeah.
quick thing. We just talked about that. And I said, I like this. You come and, you can meet the people, enjoy, we spend time. We've been here for 8 days.
Mm-hmm.
And you're actually spending time
With the people.
with
Yeah.
the other cultures and soaking in all that. So I love this. I love this.
Okay.
I don't know if we're gonna go back to a cruise. It might be a while before
yeah.
we do the cruise thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I like this one.
Okay. And there's a lot more.
No, she really got me talking about coming over here looking at the real estate.
Yeah.
I'm like, slow down,
Yeah.
bro.
But there's a lot more to this country. Besides Durban and Joburg, Cape Town, there's a lot more, and we do it all. So
We sell that,
yeah, but just I don't know if you guys are on our channel,
Yeah, we're subscribers.
Okay.
We've been subscribers.
Oh, really?
Stood up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm the one that keeps sending you all the messages and stuff.
Oh Lord, that's the guy. So we got to ban. We got to ban this guy. Yeah,
Now,
but,
what you guys did, I mean, we can't, like I just said again, we just can't say it enough. Words just can't describe what you feel, what you smell. I mean,
it's crazy, ain't it?
yes, it's awesome. It really is. You have to come and do it yourself.
Yeah.
That experience.
Yeah.
The feeling.
You sound like a whole bunch of other people that he's interviewed. They say the same
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
But it makes sense.
It
You know?
does make sense. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you got to
That's
keep in
what you
mind
went
that,
through the experience.
but you got to keep in mind from our perspective, the real South Africa perspective, there's a lot of people that's like, well, I don't know, and they got all this trepidation.
So check that out. We got that when we were telling people that we were coming over here.
Yes, family.
So,
Like, oh.
around this family, when we was in at the hospital, and we were telling the young lady was coming over here for our anniversary, and she said, "Why you want to go there?"
Yeah.
Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
It's like, so.
See, and that's the whole thing. People have, you know, what we're taught.
Yeah.
You know, you see on
And the
TV.
stuff that you see on TV.
Right, and this is everybody's in their mind to see, well,
They
it's in
don't-
South
they don't see
Africa,
all
what's
of this.
there? Like,
Yeah.
you know, they don't, until you come.
Yeah.
We came and we
And you got to
experienced
keep in mind, like before we came, there was nobody showing us anything. We just came.
Exactly.
And so we was like, hold up, there's a lot to see in this country. Why are they only showing us downtrodden? Why are they only showing us? I said, no, there's a lot to see. And these South Africans put in a lot of work to make it like this, and they want to show it off. And so I'm like, well, okay, we can do that, you know. And I know how Americans are, and Guyanians. I know how they are, and they want to see something, you know, not like home, you know, and go somewhere nice and enjoy something nice. So, yeah. Well, cool.
I think what really opened my eyes to show what South Africa had when you guys started the real estate tour, and then you started showing those homes. And I was like, wait a minute, they got that in South Africa?
Oh yeah.
And then you showed I don't know if it's a condo or whatever, with the man-made lake in the middle.
Yeah. Munyanka. We got tourists that's going there today.
Man,
We got tourists going there today. You know, we got other people in country.
Yeah, that's
We got several people in country, and one of them they're going there today because they saw it. And exposing it to us.
Yeah. So I think you guys opened a lot of doors for people of color. I ain't just talking about African Americans.
Yeah.
I look at the way that the locals look at you guys.
Yeah, they do kind of look.
Yeah. they really appreciate what y'all doing.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, thank you guys. We really appreciate it. And we will chat with you guys later. Hopefully, we'll see you guys here in sunny South Africa.
Yeah, we're
again.
gonna go mingle after this.
No, you're not. These people don't talk to nobody. They so hoity-toity. They just, they're just beneath the. Nah, I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing.
We've been talking to everybody. So yeah.
Conversation.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are here. We are live. Just waiting for some of y'all to come on in and know that we're live tonight. We are back to our normal live streams. Let's checking everything. And how y'all doing in the United States of America? Oh, we had definitely a good trip in South Africa. Just letting some of y'all get in. Let me see here. Hold on. On my screen, I'm looking at something. All right. I know this is. I haven't streamed in a hot minute. I tried. My plan was to stream while I was in South Africa, but for some reason the internet capability, at least at the place I was staying, couldn't pull the bandwidth that I need to stream the way I do here, right? So by the time I figured out, well, man, I can just do some mobile live streams. I did one while I was in Durban, and that went okay. So maybe in the future, I'll just do mobile lives if I can't do the full one. But I'm just letting y'all come on in. We had a good group of people. 45 people showed up. First of all, before I get started with anything else today, I want to give a shout out to The Real South Africa, therealsouthafrica.com, and The Real South Africa on YouTube, Facebook, and any other platforms out there. Mark and Dr. Latasha Blanton, as always, they do a great tour and service, for the people. They do it top notch, 5-star, and they set the bar pretty high. And the bad part about setting the bar pretty high is that if you don't kind of match what they're doing, I can't be moving with you too much. Sorry, when somebody put the bar that high. So, I definitely want to give them, props, for the tour. Sorry about that. If you heard any noise in the background, my grandson is just running around like I don't know what's going on with him today. I don't get why he's running around. I'm pretty sure you probably hear him in the background. So I have to get on to him and the dog. But while I'm waiting here, let me do the devotion real quick, and I'll be right. I know they all want to do what, Eric Mays, I guess today. I'm looking at the amount of people that's in here as of right now. They probably didn't send out the notification, and probably later people say, you know what? Man, I didn't even know you was live or whatever. So, I'm going to go ahead and run the devotion, and then we'll get into the meat of what we want to do today. I don't want to take all day, so let me go ahead on. Y'all wanted Eric Mays, so y'all going to get Brother Eric Mays. Let's see, where is the Eric Mays video? Here we go.
I'm just telling you, I'm going to let you talk.
Who you talking to, you gonna let? The voters let me. I got voted in. Who you talking to? You gonna let me? I got seconds left.
I want you to know.
Ain't she crazy? How many seconds? I'm counting your time. Miss Galloway, I'm gonna rule you out order. You keep talking so much.
Do I have the floor? Do I?
Yes, you do.
You have the floor. Thank you very much.
What a fool.
We have got to help the city of Flint. We have got to move the city forward. We have got to vote yes on this. Thank you.
Ms. Herkenroder, you the reason that I'm going to vote the way I'm going to vote, because you tried to put words in my mouth like I said you was a racist. You got to stop doing that. You've got to stop doing that.
Ms. Fields, please be very careful in that area. Please.
All I said there was mediation and there were people in rooms. That's
who
not
in what
confidential.
room and how many.
But I am going to finish saying this.
Well, go ahead.
That's fine. Do you?
It shouldn't be fine. We got folks sitting in business, and
I'm the chairperson.
I wouldn't care if you was the chair, the sofa, the TV. Point of information, Madam Chair.
What's your point?
Are you going to sit and allow this man to talk all that tough talk, talking about what he ain't scared, won't, and you sit there and condone it? May I be?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the world famous Eric Mays. The Love is Cherie, I'm back. We had a 17-hour flight coming back, but shout out to the pilot with Delta. He got us there an hour early. Shout out to him. And I was gonna catch the 2:00 flight back to Houston. I got there early enough to get there on that 11 o'clock flight, so I switched my flight up, got back at a good time. Where I kind of stepped on the plane, it worked out perfect. I stayed up, enough to be about 9 p.m. I couldn't stream. I wasn't mentally there. I was tired. I was very, very tired. And so I said, oh, good. I'm back. I'm right back in the perfect way on my time zone, because South Africa's like 7 hours ahead of us here, at least in Texas, Central Standard Time. It'll be 6 hours ahead for you on the Eastern time zone. So just to let you know, in case you would like to go. But before then, I was talking about, definitely Mark and Dr. Latasha. Like I said, they did a good job. And I will tell you, this tour, to me, was a lot better. And of course, the last one was great. No, don't get me wrong. But I think I kind of touched on a little bit while I was there about the difference with Cape Town and Durban. And I told Mark, I said, Mark, if we do this again, it got to be Durban. It can't be Cape Town. Oh, hey, sorry. I just, Cape Town's a beautiful place. Don't get me wrong. It's beautiful. It is. Good, nice restaurants there. Even that Gold restaurant is something to see. But yeah, I like Durban. Durban is where it's at. Man, they have some nice spots, lounges, the malls, all of that. I mean, it was the area we was in. It was so clean. Of course, even in Johannesburg, in the Rosebank area, it was so clean you could almost eat up off the ground. But Durban, I'll tell you what, they just had so many different spots. Like where we stayed, they had a Tiger's Milk spot. There was a lounge right there, that big Oceans Mall. They had this other spot called Black. It was another one, same thing, like a lounge. They had VIP. You can go VIP if you want there. They had, if you want to, either or place if you do the hookah. I'm talking about people who do that. You want to do hookah, you can sit outside, you can sit inside. The food was good, and all these different places that we was going. But yeah, Durban, yeah, definitely. And the difference with Durban versus Cape Town, Durban is the majority black people, and you're gonna see East Indians for the most part. Cape Town, you're gonna see a lot of them folks, especially if you're in the tourist area. And look, that's what kind of one of the criticisms some people would have is that even Mark said that when they have done this Cape Town tours, people start calling like, bro, I don't want to be down here. Take me back to Johannesburg. A lot of us, right, in Johannesburg. So yeah, I definitely recommend Johannesburg and Durban for sure. That's definitely, even when I asked Renell Way and Naledi, I said, which one, Cape Town or Durban? They like, Durban. They said it like a choir. They said it at the same time. I thought that was interesting. But yeah, we met a lot of different people, got a lot of good footage. So y'all be seeing some of that as this slowly start coming out, and just bear with it as this footage comes out. Overall theme I kept seeing in South Africa, more so than what I've paid attention to before, is that even in Durban, they was playing music. You know the music they was playing? Our music, Black American music. And they were having it on a heavy rotation. Sure, they was playing some South African music on piano, or they call it piano as well. Definitely, and of course, I like that music, definitely, but they were playing our music. Some of the way people dress look no different than how we look in Black America. So I had so many questions thrown at me. I've learned so much about different things, their culture, how they feel politically, even some questions about Julius that maybe some because we would say, why y'all ain't voting for Julius? But then they start telling me why some are hesitant, even though they love Julius, they're hesitant. We can get into all that kind of conversation, that's for sure. I think each little segment I want to go through with that, I think it should have its own live stream. But those of you who say, I want to go on the next trip, I would say we will be announcing something soon. We're wrapping some things up that we need to wrap up. And the moment it's announced, I'm letting you know, you better jump on it. Because other people that went on this one told me, hey, the moment you announce it, I'm putting my down payment down, bro. I'm not missing the next one. So there's people that was on that tour that are already saying they're ready to go now, okay? So when we announce it, I know it's supposed to be 25 spots on that one. So when we announce it, you better jump on it quick, because don't tell me nothing, because I'm like, hey, bro, I told y'all, that's it. So make sure you be ready to go when we announce this pretty soon. Is anybody in the chat that went on the tour? I don't know if you did, but I met some great people. I can't remember everybody's name, of course. People like, of course, like I met Danielle DeVita and her great husband. Shout out to them. Of course, Renell Way. Renell Way. Renell Way is funny. I thought she was, the way she expressed herself when she talked, I just think she's funny. She really is, but she a good sister. And the lady's real cool as well. And it's great to meet the new people. Like I say, of course, I didn't have a chance to meet them, but now we was meeting, hung out, eating together, doing work together. That was great. I met one sister named Miss J on the tour. Shout out to her if you watching, Miss J. Miss J, yeah, you definitely cool with me. Miss J was, a good sister in the community, right? We hit it all very well. There was so many different people I've talked to that was in the group. Another young sister I talked to, I'm trying to remember the names. I think Paige, shout out to her. There's so many different people. All of you I met at the meet and greet. It was awesome. Glad to meet you. Some of the people, they say it was their first time in the African continent. They said that, all this time they didn't know it was like this and all of that. And yeah, when you listen to people online run off of the mouth sometime, I tell everybody, just go see it yourself. Once you see it, then it's on you after that. Now, every country and every city isn't equal, so you can't judge one country or one city based off another. Just like you can't do that in the United States of America. You cannot judge one off of another, right? So now, if you're traveling with us, I like things a certain way. I will not do those tours or partner with any company that don't do things a certain way. Sorry, it's just not happening. Because I know me and I just know what I expect. And usually what I expect, y'all cool with from what I see. So if you go with anybody we partner with, understand they being told ahead of time. So most people have a good time. With that being said, a lot of people on the continent, you see the misrepresentation of continental Africans on there is because one of the things that kept coming up as people came up to me and some people, recognized who I was and things like that. They kept telling me, Phil, we've been seeing this stuff online. And we've been seeing what's going on with all this, like, some of these brothers and sisters coming from the continent being against Black Americans. And they were telling me, like multiple were telling me, we're not really liking that. And I'm gonna tell you why. They said that they're misrepresenting us because they come from here. And we're not liking that Black Americans are assuming that that's how we feel, because we don't feel that way about our brothers in America. He said, we love our brothers. We love our sisters. We don't feel that way. He said, I don't know who these people are. They taken over there. He said, I don't know if they say if the white man has put them in some sort of training camp or something to teach them to hate Black Americans. I don't know. But Phil, would you please tell them we do not hate Black Americans? I don't know where they coming up with this stuff from. It's so much so that some Black Americans don't even want to be related to the continent, don't even want to be called African. It's just because all this. He said, where is this coming from? And I'm like, y'all, I don't know. I said, I'm beyond with you, I don't know. I said, I'm really believing this is some sort of plan. I told them that I'm seeing, because all this time, African immigrants, Caribbean immigrants, etc., been here, and it's never been that kind of vitriol like you're seeing now. I said, I understand what the folks are trying to do. You understand? Their numbers are decreasing. So they gotta try to keep Black folks at odds with each other, no matter where they come from. They gotta do that. Because divide and rule is how they operate. They've been operating that way. And I've been saying divide and rule will not work unless you validate what they say to you. Like, it means a lot, what they say, right? So you remember the live stream that I done with the sister said that, we don't really see ourselves as Black. We see ourselves as immigrant. We see ourselves as our nationality. But why you value immigrant more than even your nationality? And why don't you value Black? Because in this country, when you step into this country, you step into this culture. If I go to South Africa, I step out of American culture and I go into South African culture. So I have to understand the nuances of South Africa. It's not my culture is going to dominate. It's going to be South African culture if I'm in South Africa. Understand? And you have to assimilate to the dominant culture. Well, some of them say, I'm going to assimilate into racism, white supremacist culture. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to misrepresent continental Africans in the process. You understand? And yes, they seeing this and they're not liking this. And I told many of you several times, stop judging continental Africans based off of these you see coming over here. Who's doing that? I also seen one person left a comment say, oh, you in the continent, but you don't like Africans? Oh, so you one of them. You one of them. that was sent over here to cause calamity and misrepresent continental Africans. Okay? Because that's like saying if I get on to my children or my grandchild for something they do wrong, that means I don't like them and I hate them. No, on the contrary. If I'm getting on to them about their wrongdoing and trying to correct them, that means I love them because I'm chastising them. People I have no love for, I don't chastise. I don't care what they do. I say nothing about them because that's not my people, not my problem. I'm only going to address what's going on with the people that I care about, and I'm going to correct those issues, period. So you can miss me with that. But there are people that have been sent over here to misrepresent the African continent and make some of brothers and sisters over here think that everybody over there is against them, and that's totally not false. That's totally false. False. Now, case in point, there was a brother in South Africa, and we was having a short conversation. I thought about this, and I said, and especially all the conversations I've been having over there. Now, I'm gonna play this video real quick. A brother I recorded in South Africa, and let's hear what our brother has to say here. Give me a second. Let me ask you a question, real quick.
And the Tom Ford shades, obviously.
Right.
But it's Western. It's Western culture fully inspired.
So there are some people that say Black Americans have no culture.
Yeah.
Do you obviously?
Wait.
Hold on. I want you to answer that question. Because some people like to say that they come to immigrate to our country.
Okay.
So do Black Americans have culture?
Do Black Americans have culture? Black Americans do have culture. I would highly admit that we've emulated a lot of Black culture throughout the country. We discussed this a lot. We have a lot of Black African American culture coming into South Africa, as it's been always a central point of the world. You know, we always started out with the Cartoon Networks of the world, the Supermans of the world, where we had white people influences. Black culture came into the scene through hip hop, all right? And we love hip hop in South Africa. Like, we listen to your Griseldas of the world, you know, you name them all. And, you know, we've always emulated their culture. Your 50 Cents and the likes, you know, we sag our pants too. Influenced by the culture too. So Black African Americans do have their own culture. Let's not call it a subculture. Because we've emulated it. So clearly it has been created as its own culture, I think.
All right, you heard it here first. Black Americans got the culture. My man got the drip on, so obviously.
They've created their own culture. Really so. We can't discredit that. We have our own culture in Africa.
Right.
It's coming up now, and it's been highly supported by the Amapiano culture.
Right.
But if you could look at it, it's really also a subgenre of hip-hop culture where you have designer being showing up. I know in America, the belt cultures, the black culture is highly inspired. When a black man is made it, he gets a bit of a chain, some ice. We don't really have that much, but we do with the likes of grills. I mean, I think the first person to make grills is a man by the name of Dr. Smile. He did these grills maybe 10, 14 years ago.
Right.
10 years, that's nothing, you know, compared to how long the American culture has been having grills on before. So, yeah, homage to the game. America, Black Americans, African to African, Black African Americans do have their own culture. Shout out.
All right, my man. All right, that's one of our South African brothers telling you the truth, and that's just one of many that, you know, I've talked to over there. So at this point, and how I look at it now, that's some oppie behavior with all this Black Americans have no culture mess. I know the folks are behind it. I know this is a propaganda they're pushing to try to cause, because, you know, I had to think about it. Where's this mess coming from? Why is it so concentrated like that? Because every time I've went to the continent, it's never been that way. Because if it was truly that way, every country I would have went to, I would have had some sort of people like hating on me, looking at me funny, treating me. Every country I've went to, all of them have told me, hey, man, like, look, bro, tell more people to come over here. We want y'all to come over here. They've told me we don't want these folks to come over here. Like, they always coming over here from Europe, from all these different places. No. We want y'all. We want Black Americans. We want, you know, all our people in the diaspora to come over here and chill out, be over here. We good. You know, you blend in with us. Like, come on. You're mistaken for being certain ethnic groups, right? So I remember I put on the thing that, when I was in Durban and went over there with the Zulus and all of that, they thought I was Zulu, right? Now, some people say, well, you need to check your background, check this, check that. I don't know, but I will say the Zulus even had the Black American hairline. I saw that. The one spot we went to over there in with the Zulus, they had a brother on the tour from Port Arthur, where I'm from. Shout out to that brother. And I looked at him and said, hey, bruh, don't this area look like certain parts of Port Arthur where we was at? He said, man, I was telling people that. I'm like, bro, it looked just like freaking Port Arthur in some places. It was crazy to see that. Like some of the same things that we see in Port Arthur, in some parts of Port Arthur, in the country parts, it was literally the same thing. The way the people was moving around, the houses, like it's crazy to see some of that. So everything that I saw, man, like this, even talking to that brother, don't fall for this propaganda, because you got to remember, if you want to go back to the time period of slavery, they was, some Africans that was willingly participating to help the white man to enslave Africans. And there were Africans that were not participating and even fighting against them to stop the slave trade. Yes, they were. Okay? So if that same thing happened during the time of slavery, do you think they don't have them same type today who's trying to assist the white man again to try to cause calamity with black folks? Because you have to understand, if black folks would actually have some sort of unification, you don't have to unify with everybody. That's the beauty of it. You don't have to unify with everybody. All you need is a small amount of people, wherever you at, to unify to make change. Look at the civil rights movement. Do you think every black person participated in the civil rights movement? No. There were black folks in that time period that couldn't stand Martin Luther King, couldn't stand Malcolm X, couldn't stand the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, couldn't stand Rosa Parks, couldn't stand anybody. They were standing up because they were comfortable in that oppression. They were comfortable. And there are people that will actually make just do in oppression. And they will assist people in the oppression, in the oppressor, to keep us oppressed. You understand? They dealt with the same thing during that time period. How many people, that there were ops in the civil rights movement time? Come on now. You know about the situation of Fred Hampton, right? It was a black man that was being used. So that hasn't changed. You go back to the time of slavery. Do you think every person on the plantation was rising up and trying to fight back? No. There are people that worked all their life as a slave and that's all they lot in life. But it took a certain contingent of slaves to say, no, we are not about to be slaves all our life. I don't want my descendants to be no slaves. And because of that group of black folks fought, that's why we can talk today and we're not on a freaking plantation. So with that being said, whatever you can see historically, y'all got to get out of this. We need all black people to unify. No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. In South Africa, you don't need everybody on code with you. You just need a certain group. You need a group that's, can't be bought and paid for, a group that's going to take a stand and not going to back down. That's all you need to change South Africa. That's all we need to change Black America. That's all we need. Get up off of that. We need everybody unified. It's not going to happen. And we don't need to unify with everybody either. We don't. Because some people are no earthly good. And there's people in Black America that's no earthly good that don't need to be nowhere around people that's trying to do some good work. If you have a faithful few, look at it can change. Look, prime example. You look at somebody like Minister Farrakhan. You go back to the 1995 Million Man March. That one man brought that many people out, right? One person could change the world. We don't need everybody. Trust me, we don't. Look at even what we do. We don't have every black person in the world here. We have a very small amount of people, but yet people all over the world have heard, what we're doing. They liking the messaging. If people see and say, hey, brother, and just recognizing what we're appreciating what we're doing, that means you don't need everybody. So I will not and I cannot allow people that come here that's being come here to be an op against Black America. I will not allow that to be the representation of the continental Africans. No, because they didn't told me, hey, y'all need to get at them. Hey, they don't let them disrespect y'all. Hey, y'all got culture. I seen Black American culture all over the place. I seen the baby hair. I seen the lace fronts. I seen the way they dress. I seen Black America all through there. I seen the swag of Black America many times. Not just in South Africa. I've seen it in Kenya. I've seen it in other places. The problem is those people sold out in their homeland where they come from, and they're willing to sell us out because they sold out their own people. That's really what it is, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to call it out a lot more because for the sake of my brothers and sisters back home in the continent that's being misrepresented. It's just that simple. We're trying to get certain work done. We're trying to get reparations done. We're trying to get, some advancement done in this country. And they always going to find out in the end how the folks are going to treat them. They always find out. The modern day representation of a lot of them right now is Miss Candace Owens. Miss Candace Owens, she went very hardcore for the folks. She did. She disrespected Black America a lot. She said all kind of, there was nobody I know in modern time that went so hardcore for the folks like Candace Owens. And then Candace Owens thought that she could talk to them folks any kind of way. And she talked to a certain group of them folks and they got rid of her behind just like that. All her hard work and effort. Candace Owens has said a few times that she comes from, her lineage go from St. Croix, right? She's mentioned that on her X account, or formerly known as Twitter account. She said statements like Caribbean Americans are more successful than Black Americans and all this sort of thing, trying to cause a division, trying to cause a divide, being divisive. You siding with the folks is the ultimate being divisive, right? She thought that she was different. Even if she married one of them, she thought she was different. But when the rubber meets the road, all that hard work and effort, they kick Candace right on out of there. See, the deal is, and this is the problem a lot of you make. You come here, if the folks really build you up, they love to tear you down. They love it. They relish in tearing you down. Sure, they'll give you certain access. Sure, they'll give you certain money. They will. Oh, it's more money in that. You're looking for money, that's the way to go. But it's not going to last. And that's the mistake that some of you, not all, definitely not all, but some of you that come from the continent, some of you make that mistake. The Emmanuel Achos of the world, he keep overstepping. He gonna have his comeuppance too. See, this is what they do to y'all. I want y'all to understand. Instead of y'all representing your homeland right, see, Emmanuel Acho should be representing Nigeria the right way. He's not doing it. He feels, what did he say? I don't have the trauma. There you go. So he's special. He's special, right? He's special. So he's in these little spaces, feel he can speak for me and you, right? And what they do, which y'all don't pay attention to, is the first thing they do is going to make sure you're separated from Black America. So Emmanuel Acho is already just about on the outs. I say he's almost in that no man's land with Black America. And then then once you completely separated and Black America not going to help you, then they're going to set you up for something you're going to say, and then they're going to take everything from it. And then he's going to look at Black America and say, hey, man, I see what y'all talking about, the racism. And then Black America say, nah, go over there with them folks. Y'all gotta stop falling for that. We trying to warn you. We trying to tell you. But I won't use him as a representation of Nigeria. I understand. Going to the continent helped me understand a lot more, believe it or not, every time I go. I learned so much, just so many things I've learned going just in those short days I went. And I understand that y'all are seeking a bag. Y'all will sell out for a bag, and y'all will become an op to Black America for a bag. And you sold out your people back home. You sell us out here. I get it. This is why we have to stay on y'all. For the sake of the continent, we have to stay on y'all. For the sake of Black America, we have to stay on y'all. We can't let up on y'all. We can't let y'all disrespect. We can't let y'all overstep. We can't let y'all do anything. For the sake of the community, we can't do it. Sage Steel, in Sage Steel, I'm trying to remember Sage Steel. Hold on. Maybe I'm thinking Malika Andrews. I'm thinking about her. Yeah, they gonna get her too. It's a matter of time. They a little slower to get the women, but eventually they get them. Because, you look at Jamel Hill. They pushed her out of there. Child of God, you're right. They're gonna reap what they sow. And because they didn't build themselves up for Black America, they have no fallback. You understand? Candace Owens can't come to Black America and say, hey guys, I'm gonna build this platform from scratch and that's it. Now, originally Candace said, I'm gonna take 2 weeks off and then I'm gonna get back at it. Hadn't it been more than 2 weeks since Candace been removed? Last time I checked, her YouTube channel's still up. She said you can go to her YouTube channel, she's gonna be posting new content. Last time I checked, her husband got plenty of money, actually. So it's not like she can't have a studio built. She's had her own personal money. Where's Candace? That's why I never wanted to try to go through them and sell our people out and become a Democrat shield or any kind of shield, right, where they build me up. Because when they kick you out, you have nothing. And you cannot build from the ground. You can't. That's why you just don't go through the folks. Yes, Sagittarius. I'm back. Well, look at this I don't know if and like I said, this could be a troll, but let's go there. This EDO person, I don't know if they are really African or not, but let's address the mindset. It says, as Africans, we don't owe you nothing. We came to white men's country. Most Africans don't even know y'all exist. Speak for yourself. You can't speak for all Africans. Africans got the internet. Yes, they know we exist. All Africans know we exist. So speak for yourself. You're lying. Every time I look up, every African I see is on a cell phone. If you got a cell phone, you know we exist. That's first and foremost. Second of all, you say a white man's country. America's not a white man's country. It's not. It's a country that's considered a melting pot country, but it's not a white man's country. And also, why did you have to run from your country? Because the white man ruined your country. Wherever you came from, he ruined it. That's why you ran here. See, there's a lot of continental Africans that didn't run. They're there, and they're not trying to run. Prime example, South Africans. South Africans not trying to run from South Africa. That wasn't an overall theme. Oh, I can't wait to leave. Oh, please, can I go to America? They wasn't telling me that. It was like maybe one or two people that talked about America. And when they said, bruh, you got it good right here. You got your problems, yes, but you got it good right here. It ain't nothing over there for you like you think. They said, if it was, I would tell you. You gonna run into a problem way bigger than what you got now. I said, because at least here, you the majority. You go over there, you're not the majority, and you're gonna deal with all these different groups being weaponized against you. They may give you a little bit more because of your accent. I said, but at the end of the day, you still not where the folks is at. I said, why would you leave a country where you the majority and come to a place where you're not? That doesn't even make sense. I mean, do you know how great it is to be in a country and everybody listen, I was in Rosebank, we was walking somewhere, and I had my phone looking, so one of the South African police officers came up to me and said, hey, man, I was telling you, this little area right here? He said, hey, just, either hold on to your phone tight or put it in your pocket because they got these little jump out boys that come out, like try to scope people holding the phone and not paying attention. And they try to jump out, grab your phone, run back in the car and take off. So he said, just make sure that that don't happen or whatever. I said, oh, okay. I said, officer, we just talking. I say, in America, like where I'm from, they don't really be snatching phones like that. I said, especially in my state, because I said, I'm from Texas. He said, oh, okay. I said, we have, the same thing on your hip. I said, we all can have that here. And if you take somebody's phone like that and they got, what you got on your hip, oh, we can handle that and there's nothing gonna happen. He said, oh, nothing? He said, oh, no, it's self-defense because you're defending yourself at that point. He said, wow. He said, so everybody can walk around like that? Oh, yeah. I said, and look, we don't have certain crimes because of it. Because people walking around here with their Second Amendment rights. So me and him just talking, me and Kellen and the police officer, we walked about a full block, just talking and chopping it up. And I'm like, and after that happened, the police officer left. He said, yeah, all right, I'm gonna go in the mall over here, check on some things. So y'all be good. And I told Kellen, I like, man, in America, I never walk and talk to no cop. No. Not even the black ones I wouldn't talk to unless they come across as nice. I said, but over here, I'm talking with the cops, chilling with them. You know what I'm saying? So why would you want to leave that? Why? Why would you want to leave where you're majority? That don't make sense to me. Okay, you said that's a Nigerian name? Oh, okay. I got you. Well, there are Nigerians that haven't left Nigeria at all. There's Nigerians that's in Nigeria that's fighting for Nigeria every single day. They're trying to make a difference in Nigeria. The Joppas that run from Nigeria, they were the ones that felt that they couldn't do anything, or they say, look, Mr. White Man, I'll do anything you want. I'll sell out. I will do whatever you say I can do. Just let me get out of here. I don't want to be here no more. Let me go. Right? And they would do anything for them folks, including selling us out. So no. See, what some of them don't like is that now that we are addressing these issues and problems, now they can't really be a good servant for the folks. You understand? And once the folks see that you not really good use, then they're going to discourage you. And understand, they are threatened by that because if the folks can't use them, they got to go. Like, what are you here for? You can't cause calamity. You can't do anything I need you to do. You can't go in among the black Americans or whatever. Then what are you here for? You need to go. Let me go ahead on in your visa and get you back over there to your homeland on the next flight going. That's the deal. That's the deal. Dominique, I've spoken to police officers more than once on the continent. I've talked to a Kenyan police officer before. Brother was real chill. I never forget that. He was talking to me about Tupac and all of that. And they don't come to you with that energy. Like in America, the cops here, they don't have to say nothing to you. They got an energy about them. Like they have an oppressive energy, right? When I talk to the cops over there, the ones I've talked to, I'm not saying African cops don't be whipping butt either. I'm not saying that, because they do. But I just don't feel that kind of energy coming from them. Like if I feel that from anybody, I'm like, I don't know what you got going on. I never felt that from them. You know what I'm saying? Now, some people could say, well, it's because you an American, so they're going to treat you a certain way. That could be true. Because black Americans don't realize we do have a certain privilege at times. Yes, we do. We have to acknowledge that. We're not better than nobody, no, but people see you as an American. And that was another conversation that came up, is that I was asked this question a couple of times. Why is it that in America, they cannot let the race thing go. And there wasn't a question directed at Black America. It was more so white America. Say, why can't they let that go? Everything, you say, even how they describe people is white, Black, Indian, Hispanic. It's like, why they gotta just talk about everybody with race? Why can't they just say they're Americans? And I said, that's the question that we all keep saying, that they will not stop making things about race. They won't stop. I say everything they do, but I told them, you have to understand, brother, sister. I had like about 4 of them talking to them. I say, in order to have racism, white supremacy work, you got to have racial identity. If you have no racial identity and just have a national identity, how they going to suppress based on color? They got to use color to identify. And I told them, I said, do you know we got to put color on a housing application, a credit application, job application? We got to put, and say, well, they asked me, say, well, do y'all have like a national ID and things like that? You got IDs with your picture, right? Or I showed them like, yeah, look. Okay, so why they got to be asking about your color? You have a name, you have an ID, you have an ID number. They can pull it up and see it's you. Why they got to keep asking about your color? That doesn't make sense. You're an American. And I'm like, but you don't understand. They use color to discriminate. So when they see a person being Black applying for a loan and say, oh, they're Black, I'm going to not prefer them. I'm going to prefer the person that's identified as white. Or I'm going to prefer a person that's Asian, because there's I told me there's a racial hierarchy in America. You know, you have whites at the top, then you got your Asians, you know, your East Indians. It goes down the list, right? It goes up, but Black is at the bottom. You better believe that. I say, so the reason why they use race is because that's how they keep the system going. And they was like, one sister was putting her head down. She was like, this is frustrating to even listen to. She was like, how do y'all deal with that? It's like, because I'm just frustrated listening. You say, so wait a minute. They use race to give one group more than the other. That's how America just stay unequal with Black people. Like, yeah, they got to racially identify you. I say, it's very wicked how they do it. And she said, you know what? No. That's when she started saying, like, why aren't more of y'all coming here? I'm trying to figure that out. It's like, this is frustrating. He said, why y'all have to be put at the bottom like that based on a color? He said, and they just kept this, they say, no, we can't live like that. He said, no. I said, well, you know, it's like apartheid. They had white, colored, Black. They had the East Indians, stuff like that, right? I say, think about it. They can't run a system without color. I say, think about it. Everywhere they go, they got to establish a color, because of their system of when they say white supremacy, well, everything has to be identified by a freaking crayon color. So when somebody tell me, or even one of them gaslight you and say, why are you guys making it about race? I said, you made a whole system based on race. So you tell me why you made it about race, why you continue to make it about race. Because I'm with that sister in South Africa. The brothers and sisters told me, we can just say, oh, we all Americans. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it. Sure, we are our own ethnic groups, fine. But why do we have to if we all have a social, think about it. They're right. We all have a social security number. We all have driver license number that's identifiable to us only, to each person. They don't have to put no color to nothing, especially with financial applications or, you know, business applications, anything with money for sure. Why are you want to know the color? And it's not that they want the color so they can say, okay, let's see how many we're giving, like home loans or business loans or whatever the case may be. And if it's unequal, we're going to make sure the Black people get and white people get equal. We want to make sure everybody get an equal amount. We don't want to like make sure, like if it was on that tip, then it would be okay. But we know they want that so they can make sure to know who to discriminate against. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a wicked system. It's extremely wicked, ladies and gentlemen. It's wicked. And it's tiresome. And I talk to people on the tour, the one thing that they appreciated the most by being on the tour, they didn't have to worry about some things that we worry about in America. That everywhere you go, somebody is black. You know, you go to the hotel, black people doing the serving, black people doing the cooking, black people the police, black people the majority of everybody is black. You don't have to worry about it. Are they going to discriminate me because I'm black? No, that's not one thing you got to worry about. Now, if somebody just don't like you, they don't like you, that's one thing. But do you realize like how much stress we have because of that? That we think in the back of my mind, well, this person treat me a certain way because of my skin color. Something I can't help, right? I can be the best person in the world. I can give to the world. I can do whatever, but just because of my skin color, that means I should be less than. I'm held back because of my skin color. You know, in a short amount of time, I usually get more done and be more. Listen, y'all, I got to go to the State Department in South Africa. In my country, good luck with some of that. And they willingly took me and showed me around, meeting all these different people. And just to give me a tour after doing the interview. I go over there, I can get, deal with, and it was just impromptu, but I can get on TV over there very easily. In my country, you either got to be boule or a sellout. One or two. Very easy to deal with the people. Even in South Africa, yes, them folks are there and all of that, but not all of them are tripping with you. They're really not. I will tell you this. The difference when you're the majority with them, I notice, is that they don't have the same attitude with you. I'm not saying they can't be ugly. None of them treated me ugly. I can never say they did. But when we're in the majority, I did hear something. Let me tell you a story. I talked to some Zulu sisters. Let me see how I can say this. I'm on YouTube. Ooh, I really want to tell this story. I don't got to tell it in a sanitized way. So basically, they were telling me that on some of those jobs ran by the folks, that some of them were calling them different animal names, right? A particular animal that, swing in trees. Because see, I have to be careful now on what I'm going to say. So this particular animal that his sister say they was being called, I taught them actually how to respond to them if they ever tell them that, right? So I went down, I broke it down to them and told them to tell them that, no, your mama is that. Let me explain to you why. I broke down all the different features of that particular animal that they're calling them. And I showed them bit by bit by bit how those who calling them that actually fit that description than them. And boy, when I told them that, I could talk about this extensively on the app, but I'll try to give a sanitized YouTube version. So their eyes lit up and they started laughing. They're like, you are so right. They was looking at each other. That is true. And they were just like, I'm using that. And I think I told his other brother the same thing. I seen the following day. He said, I told my wife what you said, and oh my God, we didn't realize all of that. And I'm like, see, this is why we gotta go over there with our brothers and sisters. Teach them how to deal with them folks. I say, I promise you, when you tell them what I'm telling you, their eyes gonna get so big and wanna know who taught you that. Because they're not used to some of you talking like that. Because I will say, some reports I got, some of you brothers and sisters in South Africa, some of y'all, Julius is one thing, okay? Fine. EFF is one thing. But some of y'all, y'all was telling me some of y'all still kind of scared of them folks. Why? Y'all the majority. There's no reason to be scared of them. You the majority. If anything, they should be saying, how you doing, sir? That sort of thing to you, because you the majority. Now, I know some of them control your jobs. I understand that. But still, forget a job. It's about your dignity. And then also at the end of the day, y'all have a law Y'all have like a hate speech law. Well, I know for sure they can't use the K word over there or they'll go to jail. The K word for them is like equivalent to the N word. See, at least I respect them on that. At least they say, you call me that word, you go to jail. They can, and I told them, I say in America, they can call us that N word and nothing happens to them. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. They can use that word to you and nothing happens to them? I say, oh no, they say freedom of speech and all that sort of thing in America. They can say, you can say whatever you want to say to people with that. I'm not saying, it's not a freedom of consequence. It's not saying they won't have a social consequence for doing it. It's not to say that with some people, they may have a physical consequence. We don't know. I said, but there's no government law like y'all have to say if they call you that, they go to jail. And they're just like shaking their head like, I don't get that. I don't get it. I'm like, do you want to come to America? That's why I asked them. Oh yeah, it exists. I believe in that. When they go low, yes, I believe in that. I will go lower. Yes. Listen, I will go high with my community. If you go low, I'm gonna try to go high as I can with my community. When it comes to the ops, if they go low, you're right, I'm going lower. And I'm going for the jugular when I go low. So please leave me alone. I want to be at peace with all people. Trust me, I do. I don't want a problem with nobody on the planet Earth. You know, even the East Indian people. There, you know, one man that was our driver, I think Mr. Ali, he was telling me the story, and he was talking about them same type of slurs they're being called. They would even say they call East Indians names. And I told him, say, have y'all noticed? They can't stop calling somebody a freaking name. I said, but it's like 1,000 names for them. I said, but it's like they got obsessed with calling somebody a name. They say freaking weirdos. Weird. You always call somebody a name, like a petulant child. Grow up. Grow up. That's why I don't respect nothing they say to me like that. I sure don't value anything they say to me in relation to my people or my community, the diaspora. I don't value them like that. That's why whatever they say to me, I'm like, eh. Now, you treat me nice, hey, I'm with you. I'm gonna treat you nice. I'm gonna respect you. Because one thing that we are as black people is respectful people. Period. I don't care where you come from. You nice, I'm going to be very nice to you back. Just don't disrespect me and we good. You say a civilian engineer brings in $24,000 for the year, so there's a lot we can do to improve the situation of black South Africans in a meaningful way. Yes, you can, and you got to work together to do it. See, you can improve South Africa because the majority I talk to are not trying to run. You're not trying to run to America. You're not trying to run to Europe. You're not running. You're staying. And that's what I respect about South Africans. I respect that because you're not running. And listen, let me tell y'all something else. I met a couple of them that came to America and went to school. I met a few of them. And they say, hey, man, I went to school. I came right back here to South Africa. Man, they say, it's cool in America and all that, but I'm good. I have to be back here. I want to contribute here. And I told one brother, say, you know what, brother? I respect you for that. I respect that. I said, because you didn't go stay your behind over there. You came back home. You're trying to build up your homeland. I say, that I respect. And many South Africans I met talk like that. They wasn't trying to stay over there. They'll come visit America sometime, they say, but they're coming right back to South Africa. Because South Africa needs them. They need them. The young people, they need them. Everybody can't run. You can't run. Silence, you need to go back and rewind the video. Stop looking at it. Rewind the video. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the live stream. Greatly appreciate it. Make sure you return tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be back here on the live stream, back to our regular live streams. I don't think I'm streaming Friday, though, because I got to go to my daughter's play on Friday. But definitely tomorrow we'll be here 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for our live streams. I'm back. And thank y'all.
All right, guys, this is Mark Edward Blanton from the Real South Africa. And guess what? Our visa services is back. We're going to be helping you guys with visas because we all know that it can be problematic to get a visa here in the Republic of South Africa. So what we have done, we partnered with a big company that will assist us, and we've checked them out. We recommend that their services are very, very proper. Of course, we go with proper here in the Republic of South Africa, and they can assist you. So if you have questions about, do I qualify for a visa? Then that's when we have our consult. You get a consult with these guys. They will literally go through everything with you. And my expectations is for you to ask all the questions that you need to ask so you will know exactly which way to proceed. So they work in every arena of immigrations. So it would definitely help us who are looking to migrate to the Republic of South Africa. And all I can say is first, come on a trip, of course. And once you come on a trip, then you will be motivated to do all the work that needs to happen for you guys to come to South Africa properly. So all I can say is this is a great team. This is a great situation. All I can say is, again, reach out to us at outreach@therealsouthafrica.com. We will respond to you, and then you will get an email, and then the process has began. Okay, so we will see you guys here properly in sunny South Africa. All right, everybody, this is Mark Blanton from the Real South Africa, and there's so much going on here in South Africa, as you guys already know. Of course, we bring some of the best tourists here to South Africa, and they absolutely enjoy our packages, they enjoy what we do, and we love it at the very end when they say, you know what, thank you for what you guys do, because we would have never had this experience if it wasn't for what you guys do. And of course, we're so proud because we have a company that's designed to give you access to this wonderful place called South Africa. Now, what's actually happening? Well, I got a little announcement. We're going to do a real estate tour for 2024. It's going to be in November, and we want you guys to stay close. If you want more details, go to the website, therealsouthafrica.com. Just scroll down and you will see a little thing that says the Real Estate Tour 2024. A lot of you guys have been looking forward to this tour. You've been wanting this tour. You guys have been asking us about this tour. Are you guys going to do another one for 2024? What's going to happen? What's going on? So we've been doing a little research, and we've been finding out that, hey, I think we can pull it off. We pulled it off in 2022. We pulled it off in 2023. And a lot of those guys had the opportunity to buy homes, and they really are like, wow, I bought homes, or better yet, they at least saw the target, and they're like, okay, let me go home and adjust some things. So there are various people who are looking at investment properties. So, hey, that's an opportunity right then and there. And then, of course, some people are coming to look at properties so they can live here. There's so many things. So all I can say to you is jump on the real estate tour. Put your deposit down, get on. If you need to bring your spouse, bring whoever you need to bring. But this thing is going to be popping this year. And at the very end, we do a safari. Now, that safari, a lot of people are like, I don't want to do a safari drive. Trust me, the last two groups said the same thing, and then they all turned around and said, that was the best part of the trip. So that's what we're going to do. So I'll tell you right now, we will see you in November in sunny South Africa. It's just one click away. And when you check out, we have a financial option to help you make your payments. It's called Affirm. We have partnered with them, and at checkout, make sure you select Affirm as your payment option. Guys, we have a video on Amazon Prime, and then of course it's going to be on our website, so please check it out. It is amazing. It is our first documentary, and it covers so many topics that we all need to be talking about today. So Check it out on our website and Amazon Prime. All right, everyone, the Real South Africa, we got packages to Cape Town, Johannesburg, Durban, and other places. We would love for you guys to come and enjoy what South Africa has to offer. And of course, as your travel and tourism experts here in South Africa, we can make it all come true. Now, we all know you guys have dreams and aspirations of coming to Africa. A lot of us do, and of course we did too, and that's why we're based here in Johannesburg, the city of gold. A very awesome place, and you're going to enjoy it once you get here as well. What do you get when you get here? Well, first of all, when you land here in South Africa, we take care of everything. We make sure your accommodations are good. We make sure your airport pickups are perfect. There'll be somebody standing there with a sign. We also make sure that the places that you're going to visit are carefully curated for you, of course. And then you got to eat. So what do? We put you in a perfect scenario, regardless of what city you're in, so you can actually have a great meal with friends and family, or even if you come by yourself, no problem. We're going to take care of that too. But isn't this amazing? So this is what we can do for you. So basically, all you have to do is just reach out to us on our website, therealsouthafrica.com. And of course, once you get here, we got you. Now, of course, South Africa offers spa treatments. They're absolutely amazing. And a lot of people just love it simply because they never thought they can get a spa treatment in Africa. And then, of course, we always provide you guys with opportunities to see special animals out in their own environment and so forth. The only thing that you have to do at that point, after you've been afraid from the animals, is to get on a plane, come here to South Africa, and enjoy yourself. So we will see you here in what we like to call sunny South Africa. Oh, and by the way, you'll get an opportunity to shop as well. So book your trip today.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on all things The Real South Africa. Thanks again.